welcome back to the Turnbuckle Taverns YouTube page. Today we're talking about Raw Underground and how it is now dead and gone. But before we get into that, make sure you guys click on the link in the description below, follow the link to our podcast page, subscribe, rate, and review to that. Follow it to our Pro Wrestling Tee store. Also follow it to our Twitter and our Instagram where you can follow us for some really cool stuff. But now so Raw Underground, it's gone as fast as it started. It's now gone.
Who didn't see that coming?
Yeah. I mean, so the reason that they're saying that it was gone is because the crowd that they use,
the COVID.
But yeah,
didn't they come out and say that Raw Underground featured people from SmackDown, Raw, NXT, and the Performance Center, and they were running the risk of contaminating all four spots, NXT, Performance Center, Raw, SmackDown. Right.
Yeah.
Well, it was only on Raw, so just use Raw people. That's a cop-out.
No, it is a cop-out.
It's dead because it didn't work. It was stupid.
Yeah.
You spent, how long was that thing around? A couple months?
August. Yeah, I guess 2 months.
A couple months. Okay, so you spent the entirety of that gimmick building up this big monster Dabakato or whatever, okay? Whatever his name is. The big guy with the dreads.
Yeah.
You build this guy, and then it culminates with him coming out during a Kevin Owens segment. Kevin Owens slaps the shit out of him, and he doesn't do anything to Kevin Owens. And then he goes to the underground, faces Braun Strowman, and Strowman destroys him.
Yep, done.
So the one guy that you were building out of that underground storyline, you killed him before he even got legs under him. And there was nothing else that came out of it. It was cheesy. It had the shitty dancers that looked like it was from it looked like Fly Girls from In Living Color.
The club music that played in the background real low all the time. Awful. Absolute garbage.
The over exaggerated people around the thing losing their minds. Like, it was not good. Nothing about it was good. There was no story. I felt like it was a waste of time, and it was a way to kill 3 hours of time.
Yeah. But they didn't feel like they had enough for 3 full hours, so they made the last hour dedicated to this ridiculous show. But now, I guess the guy who was the bouncer or whatever at the
guy
door,
who guarded the door to get in.
He's a 7'3". He was a former basketball player. His name's Jordan Among. I'm not sure of his last name. Amugbian.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah. So, but apparently now they're pitching the idea that he's going to be AJ Styles' bodyguard. But why does AJ Styles need a bodyguard? He's never been that character that is kind of a chicken shit, really. I mean, he's never really been that type of character.
I mean, he had Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah, but he always stood up for himself, though.
No, he did.
He never needed they weren't bodyguards for him. They were partners.
Maybe they're turning him into a 1992, 93 HBK with a diesel.
Doubt it. So, I doubt they do anything.
I don't think AJ Styles needs a big heater with him.
Right. I don't either. And this guy's 7'3". He's got that. He's the big body guy that Vince loves. So I guess they're going to put it. I don't know. I don't know what the plan is, but I don't think he needs to come in as a bodyguard to AJ Styles.
No. And people always talk about Vince loves these big body guys. He likes the big monsters,
Yeah.
I think if you're a big monster, you should be nervous when
Yeah.
Vince likes you. Because the only two guys, the only, I'll go three. I'll go three. The only three big guys, and I'm not talking physiques, I'm talking like just overall size. Like
Right.
the only three guys off the top of my head that Vince McMahon liked and actually pushed: Undertaker, Andre the Giant, and Kane.
Yeah.
And Kane, you could dispute. But like Big Show, that guy was a heel one day, a babyface, and he was booked into the grave with flip-flopping. And Braun Strowman, that guy is he's arguably got one of the scariest physiques we've ever seen as far as size in WWE. I mean, that guy is a monster.
Yeah.
And he just got his ass kicked by Roman Reigns on SmackDown, destroyed. Like, it's like
they've done nothing for him.
2 years ago, he should have had a title reign for 6 months, unstoppable, scary, but they never do that.
Yeah.
If you're a big man in the WWE, yeah, Vince might like you, but you're never going to be the guy. You're just going to be, he looks at those guys as attractions.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're not the main guy. You're just an attraction.
Yeah. I mean, the only other one that I would maybe put in there would be Diesel. I think Diesel had a good run for a little bit, but
the only reason I didn't put him in there because his sample size is so small.
Yeah.
I'm talking career. Like if you look at career, I mean, obviously Andre's Andre, and Undertaker is one of the greatest of all time. But every other big guy, I'm like, Vince loves these big guys, but it's so funny to me because he's such a fan of a big man, but they're never booked big and scary. They almost always devolve into comedy acts.
Yeah. Now,
Goofy.
did Kane hold the title? Was he a champion?
I think he had at least 1 or 2 reigns. I think.
I know he did tag champ. I didn't know if he was ever world champ. I for some reason I can't remember that, but I don't know. The longevity of Kane, he was definitely there. You know, the character was there for a long time. But
yeah, Kane's held the title 3 times.
Okay. Shows how memorable they were.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So, but yeah, being 7'3", coming in as a bodyguard to AJ Styles, I just don't. If I was that guy, I'd be really scared to do that job.
Well, I mean, you're not going to get much more. You know, go do it. Get your payday.
Better get it now. But I'd be scared because how long is that going to last?
And it's AJ does not need a heater. AJ Styles does not need a heater. Period.
No, he's AJ Styles. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Raw Underground. I think the silver lining out of all of this is Raw Underground's done. So
yeah, moving on. Yeah, get rid of it. I hope it doesn't come back.
Yeah. Well, the quote says Raw Underground is considered done for now. Oh, that sentence should have ended after the word done.
Yeah. We don't need the for now, just done.
Raw Underground is considered done. That's it.
That's it.
Done.
Period.
Over. Get rid
Wrap
of
it up.
How do you guys feel about Raw Underground? Should it have stayed around, or are you guys glad that it's gone? Leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll be back at you with more videos really soon.